It is coming up right around the corner, the third annual Career Expo in Oxford County, and I have the one and only Barry here at ArcelorMittal Tailored Blanks, and I am so excited that you're going to be part of the show this year. This is the first time you've been part of this Career Expo.
Absolutely is. We're actually very, very excited to be part of it as well.
So one of the things earlier today, Barry took me on a bit of a tour of the plant, and we were walking on the floor, and you have a lot of, I would say, can we talk a little bit first about your core values? Because to work here, that is extremely important to you.
Many companies talk about their core values, but we live and practice them every day. And we know we have opportunities for improvement, but we absolutely live them every day. Safety in everything we do. You have to go home the same way you come in, and we take a lot of pride in that, and challenge the team every day to not just go home safely, but to make sure your team member beside you goes home as well.
So part of your culture, you believe in zero.
Yeah, our ArcelorMittal's values around the believe in zero mission, right? To not only eliminate accidents or incidents, but eliminate the possibility of them. So that level of commitment and that drive and focus towards that, it's a big project, right? And it takes many years to do, but everybody has to be committed to doing it.
I have to say, I truly love your philosophies here. We were talking earlier a little bit about what's called the fish philosophy, which I know a little bit about. It stemmed from Seattle's Pike's Place Fish Market. You want to talk a little bit about that?
A little bit, yeah. We're very fortunate here. We actually, every single team member has a free subscription to Audible. And we have what we call a book club, and there's 25 roughly books that are available for the team members. And one that recently just came up, even though the book's been around, is Fish, and about the Seattle Fish Market. And choose your attitude, right? You can choose how you approach everything every day. Make their day is another one of the philosophies, right? And then the other one is play. So just trying to have fun, and we try and make sure we have fun in everything we do. But it really starts with the choose your attitude every day. How do we approach the situations when they come up? So, and that really fits into, looking at me, maybe being a team member here. There's three things that we really look for, and that fits right in with the fish philosophy. But you have to have humility, and you have to be hungry, and you have to demonstrate emotional intelligence. And again, it just ended up being a very good fit with the book Fish, right? And combining those things.
And I feel like the rest of it you can teach someone, but you need to start off with those core principles.
100%. You can, if somebody has the right attitude, if you really look at what humility is and the hunger is and the emotional intelligence, you can teach them anything.
You could also tell, as we were going through, Barry was like high-fiving team members. Like, you've got a great rapport with your employees. Mm-hmm. I know you want to, we're technically employees, but team members, because as you go on the floor, there is so much positivity out there and so much beautiful things to look at. You can see how people have contributed. You had a wall of gratitude. I had seen a wall of gratitude. Tell me about the flags that I'd seen out there too.
Yeah, it's something we take a lot of pride in, and it came out a couple of years ago. Just we were having a diversity day and having some education around that, and so we had the idea. We have 15 different countries that are represented by our team members here in the Woodstock facility. So we wanted to honor that, and so we have the flags posted on the wall above our lunchroom.
And I saw somewhere it says Team Awesomeness. What's this all about?
So that's the Woodstock team. His nickname is Team Awesome. Again, kind of along the fish philosophy of having fun, right, and making our day. They've nicknamed themselves Team Awesome. They've earned the name, right? A lot of the things and great accomplishments. And so our Ingersoll facility, right, one of the job fair that's coming up, we were very fortunate that we're starting up a new plant in Ingersoll, and that team has named themselves Team Epic, right, because they want to challenge. When we talk about challenging ourselves and each other, the two facilities are going to do that, right? We're going to work together and collaborate, but also have some fun and challenge each other to be the best of the best.
Epic and awesome. I
Yeah.
love it. So when you're on the floor too, you have all these beautiful areas that people have signed a wall. You've got your core values on the wall. You said
Yeah.
you do a lot of pictures in front of. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's making their day, right? If I go back to the book again, but acknowledging those things that people do every day and making sure that that recognition is there. But we also it's very important to us that we don't necessarily reward expected behavior, right? And because this team's performance is so strong, if they do something extraordinary, we make sure we highlight that. And everything we do is around our core values. As you had said, we looked at our core values on the door ring, one of the products that we make, and we take pride in that. So when we reward the behaviors and recognize these things, we like to make sure the values are somewhere in the background, right? Because that's everything we do.
Now, as we were walking through, I saw some gentlemen. The one fellow was on a microphone, and it looked like he was in a Teams meeting.
Yeah.
And you had all sorts of things around in this very large cubicle. What was that all about?
So that was what we would call our world-class manufacturing area. So subscribing to that and using that really to essentially run our business. Everything we do, our decisions are around the core values. But these are the KPIs that we use to drive ourselves to become world famous and world class, right? If I borrow world famous from the book, that's what we want to do. The team, we've had a lot of success, world-class manufacturing. We were able to win the best in class for the last 3 years running. But now that's not enough. We've challenged ourselves. We want to be the best in the world. So starting to compete with our other facilities across the world. So that's the kind of fun we have every day. To be honest, we walk in and just you feel blessed coming into work every day.
Well, I'm really excited to have ArcelorMittal Tailored Blanks at the Career Expo coming up on Thursday, March 26th. You don't want to miss it at the fairgrounds. Between epic and awesome, what can people expect when they come by your booth at the Career Expo?
Hopefully they should expect the amount of energy that you saw here today. That is us. That's who we are, and our level of commitment. If we're going to do it, we will 100% do it right, and we'll be committed to doing it. So, we will have a number of representatives there, including myself, because as we look to add to these teams, it is. For us, the number one most important thing to do is make sure we add world-class people to a team that's so driven to be world-class.
And if you had a piece of advice for people as they come by your booth, I think from listening to you, Barry, my piece of advice would be to bring the correct attitude to your booth first and foremost, to even get noticed. And then from there, any other little tidbit that you might want to leave us with?
You hit the nail on the head, right? Come in and demonstrate humility and hunger, wanting to not just, it's not a job, it needs to be a career, right? Because we're not perfect, right? And we make mistakes every day, but it's how we handle those mistakes and how we use our core values, and you move on and you learn.
And you have amazing opportunities here. So definitely come and visit Barry and the team at the Oxford County Career Expo coming up on Thursday, March 26th. Circle it. Put a big red Sharpie, a big black Sharpie, on your calendar. Don't miss it. We will be there, and we can't wait to see you there as well. Thanks, Barry.
Very much appreciate it.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Looking forward to it.